Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've posted a video, but we're just going to get straight into it. This video will be how I put my thick hair into a slick back bun, a low slick back bun. And for me, that's usually pretty difficult just because I have to go through a lot of steps. I usually put my buns at the top of my head and like the top knot area just because it's easier to pull my hair up and kind of just plop it up there with the scrunchie. But I believe I had an interview when I did this, and usually if I have anything professional related, I usually do slick back buns. I just think it looks cleaner. And here I have my leopard print brush and my leopard print edge brush, which I honestly don't use it that often because it kind of hurts my edges. I think it's a little bit too rough, but it was cute, it matched. So here you'll see me just starting to brush my hair back into the direction that I'm going to be having it in for my bun. I don't do it dry like this. This was just to get it kind of going in that area. But I am going to put some gel on my hair to start doing the slicking down process, because clearly I'm not going to be able to just brush my hair back and have it stay and look flawless. No, I do not have that kind of hair. It's not going to go down like that. So if your hair is really thick like mine, you'll want to take that gel and get you a hard flat brush. And as you can see, I'm starting to brush that gel into my hair and starting to do that slicking down. If you're anything like me, it'll take a little while just because there is a lot of thickness. So there's layers to doing this. That top layer has to lay down, all those hairs underneath have to lay down. But yeah, so that's what you see me doing here. And you can kind of see, if you look under my hand, I've had to grab my detangling brush because those layers were still really thick. So I got the front part to lay down, but you can see like an inch of hair is still sticking up because that's the hair from underneath that I haven't really combed or brushed out. So here's me just taking that comb and kind of working through those layers, scratching my scalp a little bit just because I'm laying all that gel and stuff on it. So we'll just speed through this. At this point, I wasn't really getting anywhere, so you'll see me kind of go back in with some water and some more gel to try to get it to lay down a little bit more, because right now it just was not doing anything. Then when you think you've got it slicked down enough and you can control it, that's when you want to try to go in and make your ponytail. It takes me forever to get my hair slicked back in a ponytail, so I'm just gonna skip through this stuff because it took at least maybe 5 minutes, and I'm not gonna have you guys watch 5 minutes straight of me just trying to make a ponytail. If anybody has any tips on how to get a tight ponytail the first time that you try it, let me know, because I've never been able to do that. So here we've got the ponytail in. You see me trying to slick down the sides because I still honestly didn't get through all those clumps and lumps beneath there. So I'm going in with the flat brush. Now I'm going in with the detangling brush. And honestly, if you still have to do this kind of stuff, then it was not ready to slick down. And you'll see later on in the video that I actually took this out to redo it. So here we are, ponytail removed. You see me going back in with this big chunky tooth comb, just trying to get through some more of those layers. Thought we did well the first time, but we did not. And this is really like the most important part of you getting that ponytail together. I decided to leave in this part of me taking my hair down and redoing it just because it's the most realistic way that I do my hair. I never get it right the first time, especially if I'm trying to do buns, ponytails, anything that has to be really tight or I need to be slicked down. So this is the reality. It takes multiple tries. I've never been able to get a solid ponytail the first time. So if anybody has tips on that, feel free to leave that down in the comments, because mine always turn out loose for some reason. And yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Getting this bun back here was hard work, and actually makes my arms and my hands hurt. You'll see me going back in again with the same steps, slicking down the hair with that flat brush. I'm going to make sure that I get both sides, and then you'll see me go in with that detangle brush again. But you can see that it's much flatter than it was the first time that I tried it. It's not perfect, but I can still get away with it. So after you get it to this point, then you want to go ahead and grab your edge brush, if that's what you prefer to do to make your baby hairs and stuff. I typically don't use this one because I do think it's painful. It's pretty rough. I know a lot of people use these with no problem, but I would say if you have softer hair or softer edges or anything like that, I wouldn't really recommend it. I won't say that they're terrible because they will slick your hair down. Sometimes you need just a little bit of roughness, but usually on a day-to-day, I just go ahead and use an old toothbrush, typically a softer one, just because that's what works for me. I personally don't like to feel that hard brush on this one, brush against my forehead, because I don't know, y'all, you can end up scraping some skin off. I really think it's that rough. But I'll also add on at the same time, since I'm talking about stuff being too rough, I don't recommend doing this hairstyle often, especially if you do have thick hair like mine, just because it is a lot of tension and pulling. I know we sometimes used to see this as a protective style because yes, your ends are put away, but you still have tension wherever your scrunchie is or your ponytail holder. And I know that I get headaches. I don't think slicking down anything is a protective style, but just let me know what you guys think. I personally will not do this unless, like I said, it's like an interview or maybe I have class, or it just depends. It really does. But on a day-to-day, you will not see me with this hairstyle, and I honestly rarely ever do it. My buns are always loose on the top of my head. So you see me here trying to do my edges, baby hairs, whatever you want to call it, with the comb part of the brush. I think I flip it around. I can't tell. I just know I usually use both. I know I usually go in with the brush first, and then I'll go in with the comb to kind of separate those hairs. And I have a weird hairline compared to a lot of people. I think it's called what was it? I googled the hairline. It was something cat ear hairline or something, where it's like not full all the way around and you have two dips. So that's why I kind of do my buns a little different than other people, just because my hairline is set up really strange and it looks like bald spots, but it's really not. So I went and grabbed me some bobby pins, and just because I still did not get a perfect slick back bun, which like I said I never do, I go in with bobby pins and try to press down the parts towards the back of the ponytail that aren't flat enough. I usually have to do this in multiple spots. What I've come to realize is that if I don't do this, my hair will start to curl up, poof up, you know, get humid, whatever you want to say that it's doing. But that slick back will not last for me. It will start to revert. So I have to put these bobby pins to hold it down the best that I can, kind of fix the bun a little bit. And then I usually have to tie that up with a scarf, sleep on it, or tie it up a little bit before I leave the house to kind of set it and get it to stay. Because if I do not do that, everything will just start to kind of pop out the seams. Here I am adding a couple more bobby pins to hold stuff in place. For the most part, it looks pretty good to me. The best that it's gonna get. I feel like I went from having a whole bunch of hair on my head to getting in this bun. I feel like that is a success. You'll see me add just a few more bobby pins, because do we really ever have enough? I don't think so. At least I don't. So you'll see me add some of those to the back, and from there I kind of just leave it alone. So here's the finished look. I think it turned out nice. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.